Over the years, some eagle-eyed Warcraft fans have noticed some discrepancies within the artwork used on the cards in Hearthstone. From outright mix-ups to comical coincidences, we've collected some of the most interesting mistakes made by Blizzard. The Jungle Panther is one of the original Hearthstone cards, but the artwork used on it doesn't actually show a Jungle Panther at all. There are a few clear signals that all is not quite right when you look closely at the picture. The facial and shoulder markings are the first hints, but the bracer on its wrist is a clear giveaway that this is in fact a Night Elf Druid in cat form. It's assumed that the picture was picked due to the lack of any superior art showing the actual panther, but that's not the only interesting point on this card. Its flavored text reads, "Stranglethorn is a beautiful place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there." Despite Stranglethorn being home to various types of panther in World of Warcraft, the Jungle Panther is the only one who actually doesn't come from the area, instead is a native to the Lost Isles. Maybe it just likes to spend its summers down there with its cousins. Next up, we have another card from the original set, but this time a legendary. This is the mighty MALYGOS. This card actually depicts KODO, a blue dragon who briefly took over from MALYGOS as the aspect of magic after his demise during the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. The two dragons certainly look very similar, but some WoW fans were quick to notice the mistake. When questioned about this inaccuracy on Twitter, Ben Brode had this to say: "We felt like most people wouldn't notice or care. We're commissioning a lot more original art, so it'll happen less." However, even with some new art being created, some cards in future expansions still contained mistakes. Toshli was released as part of the Goblins and Gnomes expansion. Although named after Toshli, the character in charge of Toshli's stations in the Blade's Edge Mountains, it actually depicts another male gnome who has a patch over his right eye. This is actually Razak Ironsides, a quest giver also found in the station. Interestingly, this character's name is a reference to Gene Razak from Starship Troopers, played by Michael Ironside.
If you don't do your job, I'll shoot you. You get me.
We get you, sir!
Some of the mistakes in Hearthstone are quite ironic, such as the Unbound Elementals artwork actually showing a bound elemental, or the Gladiator's longbow actually using an image of a crossbow. One of the more commonly known mix-ups was that the Stampeding KODO actually contains a picture of a cleft hoof, sometimes referred to as the woolly cousin of the KODO. Although there are some similarities, they are not biologically related at all, having developed independently on separate worlds. One creature has even appeared twice under different names. This is the Voidwalker, one of the original cards for Warlocks from the basic set. Now this card is a Void Caller, another Warlock card, but this arrived during the Curse of Noxramas adventure. The art used on both of these cards is actually of Void Walkers. A Void Caller, while similar, carries lanterns over their shoulders and are able to cast spells. In fact, during the game's early development, the art used on the Caller card was actually used for the Walker. Some class-specific cards depict the wrong class in their pictures. For example, the Paladin cards Holy Light and Light's Justice both show priests in their artwork. Holy Light's artwork is specifically of Father Gustav, an important member of the Argent Crusade and very powerful priest. How many of those did you know already? Let me know in the comments below, and if there are any we missed, we would love to hear about those too. As always, this has been Andrew from Curse saying thanks for watching and enjoy the game.